square root of 8. What is it said?
The square root of 8.
8. This sign says what, Jamil? Square root. So the problem says the square root of 8. You understand that, Jacob? The square root of 8 equals 12. Okay. The square root of 8 equals 12. And so I am supposed to find, so what is 8? Now, Jamil, what do I need to know in order to tell you what is 8? I need to know square root, but I also need to know what? Somebody else. I need to know squares. Because if I know squares, then I will also know square root. Number square give me the square root of a number. So let's go back again and we are going to go through this one more time. Let's take 2 squared. What is 2 squared going to give me? 4. Because it's the same thing as saying 2 times 2, which is going to give me 4. So if I ask you for the square root of 4, what is it going to be?
16.
Oops, wrong. The square root of 4 is going to give me 2. The square root of a number is the opposite to the number squared. So all I'm doing is I'm flipping it. The square root of 4, what did I square? Is the question that I'm asking. What did I square to get 4? Which number did I square to get 4? Julius, which number did I square to get 4? 2. And that is why the square root of 4 is going to be, Avashan, 2. Okay, so let's try 3. What is 3 squared? It's going to be 9. It's the same thing as saying 3 times 3. 3 squared equals 9. So if I ask you for the square root of 9, what is my answer going to be? 3. Because I squared 3 to get 9. The square root of 9 is going to give me 3. Okay, so this one is for Amir. What is 4 squared? Oh wow, we're not getting it.
16.
It's 16. 4 squared is 16. What am I doing with a number when I square the number? I am multiplying the number by itself. Let's get that. What am I doing when I square a number, Julius? Multiplying the number by itself. What am I doing, Avashan? Multiplying the number. He's looking up to Jesus and saying, why did you call my name? Multiplying the number by itself. I'm here. What am I doing when I square a number? Multiply the number by itself. Tavian, did you get that? When I square a number, I am multiplying the number by itself. So when I go 4 squared, I am saying 4 times 4. And 4 times 4 is how I get what? 16. So when I ask you for the square root of 16, the question is, what did I square to get 16? What did I square to get 16? 4. So the square root of 16 is 4. So we have gone 2, 3, 4. Let's go to 5. 5 squared is going to be equal to 25. And what's the square root of 25? 5. Okay. Now let's continue. So we are on to 5, we are on to 6. What is 6 squared?
36.
36. 6 times 6 is 36. And what is the square root of 36? 6. Let's go. What is 7 squared?
49.
49. 7 times 7 is 49. So the square root of 49 is going to be 7. Thank you. What is 8 squared?
67, bro.
Oops. We don't know the table. 64. 8 times 8 is 64. See? That's another thing I got to know my table. And so what is the square root of 64?
8.
It's going to be 8. Okay, what about 9? What is 9 squared?
81.
81. 9 times 9 is 81. So what is the square root of 81?
9.
It's going to be equal to 9. None. What is 10 squared? Hello, that's the easiest one. 10 squared is 100. 10 times 10 is 100. So what is the square root of 100? It's 10. Moving on. So what is 11 squared?
121.
121. Everybody is supposed to know up to 12 times table. So what is the square root of 121?
11.
11. What is 12 squared? 144. So what is the square root of 144? 12. Now do we see our answer over here?
Oh, wow.
The square root of A is 12. So what is A?
144.
144. Thank you very much. If the square root of A is equal to 12, what did I square? What did I square? Which number did I square to get 144? It's 12. 12 times 12 is equal to 144. So that question was just to test you. Do you know your squares? And do you know your square roots? And so I am supposed to know up to 12 times table. 2 squared is going to give me, let's do that. 2 squared is going to give me 4. What's the square root of 4? 3 squared is going to give me 9. What's the square root of 9? 4 squared is going to give me 16. What's the square root of 16? 5 squared is going to give me 25. What's the square root of 25? 6 squared is going to give me
36.
What's the square root of 36? 6. 7 squared is going to give me 49. What's the square root of 49? 7. 8 squared is going to give me 64. What's the square root of 64? 8. 9 squared is going to give me 81. What's the square root of 81? 10 squared is going to give me 100. What's the square root of 100? 11 squared is going to give me 100. What's the square root of 121? 12 squared is going to give me 12 squared is going to give me 144. What's the square root of 144? 12. Okay, we are supposed to know these. These are basic multiplication. I'm supposed to know my 2 times to my 12 times table, right? And that is why these are the problems that will come. Now, all the people who are in grade 9 and 10 and still looking at the back of the book for timetable, oh Lord, I pray for you tonight.